Hello. All right. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll record a video for you and walk you through all the stuff we're looking at. Let's see. What does this go away? All right. So here's the property here on the corner. And if I have my Facebook open, which I thought I did. There you go. All right. So here is the listing that you saw online there. And then, like I said, I've got other ones that I'll show you here in a minute. If you're interested in looking at other stuff, the price on this one's a little bit more, but this one I'm actually interested to sell. This one I'll tell you about in a second. Here's the first one, 304 Skylark Lane. This is where you're saying, yeah, it's got a neighbor. You were correct, and I was looking at this other one when we were talking on the phone. I've got your email here. All the questions that you had, I broke them into two groups. So we will talk through them. Thanks for your interest. Here it is. It is almost 0.4 acres, and the APN is the assessor's parcel number, is this F06 number, which is what it's this parcel ID, which is how they keep track of property. So if you look at this next one next to it, it's a very similar number, right? It's just how they number all their stuff. Okay. And then I sent you a link to look at it. This one that's next to it is selling for 11,000. Did I put that one in here? No, maybe. Hold on. This one is not on the market, but it says the Zillow estimate of what it thinks it might be worth is 11,000. So to sell for this one to go for 9.5 is you're getting a big deal. You're getting a $2,000 discount on the one right next door. So this is good news for you. All right, in the video we're going to cover up all your questions, which you got from, I assume, some Google or maybe an AI. Little ChatGPT will tell you here's the hundreds of questions. That's fine. They really break down into two categories: stuff I can tell you about, and then these will be answered by the title company. When they go through their process, I'll walk you through that. They get a ton of this stuff for us, which is what we pay them to do, and they answer all these questions. But all of this stuff we can just go through quick today. So let's put this over here on the side, maybe, and then do something like this. All right. Hopefully you're getting recorded. I don't have to do this twice. So your full legal description is actually down here. Legal description is Forester's Retreat, Section 1, Lot 121, whatever that is, right there. Boom, your zoning and use allowed. So this is a software that I use that'll explain a lot of this stuff. And then this is zoning, is land use. So if we zoom out a little bit, I got yellow, greens, reds, and the grays. And the grays are vacant. Green is agriculture. So this guy's maybe got some sheep. This guy's got a lot of land, maybe some cows. And then they are a commercial one is red. So between residential and vacant. And the difference is this is zoned residential because they put a house here, the neighbor house. So there's that. City boundaries, the city limits. You can turn them on and off, but we're too zoomed in, you can't see it. I got to zoom way out, and it's this pink line here. It's the city of Livingston. So when you turn it on and off, you can see it is inside the boundary, so that's in the city limits. Allowed home sizes. Okay, so your title company work is going to do that for us. In here is an HOA, and HOA is $8 a month, is an HOA that says, you can do this or do that with the property. Can I get rid of all their names? So when I'm looking at property, either to buy it or sell it, I could go do the homework and figure all that out. The title company will pull the deed restrictions that has this type of stuff in it written out, and it's in language that you read. It takes 3 pages to explain it all. But the easier way is, hey, if there's a neighbor right next door, then I could just look at them. Is this type of house allowed? Yes, it is, because somebody built one. Is a little tiny trailer like this allowed? Yeah, because somebody built one. So this is a lot easier, a lot quicker for me to just look and say, well, what are people doing with this property? Well, this could be a church. Maybe not with a pool outside. I don't know what that is. Sometimes you can just tell from looking from satellite imagery, like that's a big old house, right? That's a big house, 3-car, like basketball court he's got outside. And then this dude's got trailers. So the allowed using looks to me to be pretty wide and pretty open to do whatever you want with it. The lot's sizing and dimensions. Here. Click on the thing, it'll tell you the acreage and square footage. It'll put all that in there for you. To get dimensions, there's kind of a way we can do it. I'll show you that. Let's do this, do that, and then go to Google. So Google will allow you to do this. Go away. Do this, the measure distance tool. So you can kind of measure the distance from between here to here, and there's 138 feet on the front. And you can kind of, well, maybe it's more like that. And then what you can do is say, well, this guy is 100 feet. So this one here should be 100 feet, and then the next one over should be 100 feet. So you got about 100 feet in the front, and then on the back, it looks like this. So it's 150 feet deep. And then if you do that and you close it in like a rectangle, it'll show you the total area. So what did we say? 7,600 square feet. And if I come back here, oh, don't do that, man. Okay, you're messing this all up. If I do measure distance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10,000 square feet, something like that. And you said it was 16,000 square feet, which means I have to do something like that to actually make it the right shape. And now you're at 13, so it's probably more like that. So 200 and then 100 on the front and 200 on the side. That seems to make sense to me because it's a rectangle. So hard to get to. The language of this is inside the deed, which the title company will have for you and for me. We'll have for both of us. We'll actually show what this is. This is just my online easy research. Okay, electricity, water, sewer, road type condition. So this is all stuff we can look at just visually, right? So my road type looks like this. This looks to be paved, not newly paved, right? Not new black asphalt, but paved. And then you've got some other ones that are of lesser quality, right? But there's paved road access, and then your driveways are kind of dirt driveways going in. Property taxes. Here on this software, my property tax was 175 bucks. Is in a flood zone. We skipped the water here. So again, this is a FEMA flood zone where I can turn them on and off like this. And if you zoom out, you'll see they're back here and here on the lake. So if I turn them on and off, that's what they look like. And this lot, none of the houses are in a flood zone, so that's good. Any other issues that could affect building? I don't think so. And that's where we look at all the rest of this buildings that's happening here. It's all built, so there doesn't seem to be any restrictions. And there's an HOA that keeps it that way. So this, if there's going to be a problem, we're going to find it in title, but it's extremely unlikely you're going to find a problem because there are so many here. So all that looks good. And then we skipped over a couple in the middle. Because there's a house, a lot of these questions get answered already. Is that, well, there kind of has to be utilities and electricity and internet, otherwise people wouldn't live here. But if I go to this is a listing on Zillow in the same neighborhood. And what this thing tells me, if I come down here, they have electricity, they have heating as their electric. Do they have water and utilities? Water is public, the sewer is a septic system. So you would have to install a septic system. Because we're assuming that on the same street, right, the house that's built there is going to be extremely similar to the house that you're going to build later or not, or just save for later and sell for inheritance or whatever you're going to do with it. Those stats, somebody already figured it out because they built a house there. So let's see. I think we covered all that. Now down here in title, their job is to go back and find the previous owner. So you'll see this guy's name, Chen here, is the previous owner before me, and the previous owner before him is Proverbs Real Estate LLC. So the system takes a while to update it, which is why you don't see my name on here. It hasn't gone through. The paperwork's not finished yet at the county level to do this. So this is you, me, Chen, Proverbs going back. And title goes all the way back to when somebody bought all of this land as one piece of shot and they cut it into 200. So they'll go back. Yeah, I mean, they can go back hundreds of years. This is probably less than 100 years old. But they'll go back and find everybody who did anything with this piece of land, and they will find liens and problems and restrictions and all the rules and all the stuff that it says in here. And then they produce it in a report for you and me to review, to say, hey, do we like this? It's really for you to review, not me. And we will go through all of this before closing, right? So you have the chance to read it all. Title will do all of this for us, so that's great. When you're ready to go forward, all right. The purchase agreement, if I still have it open. Is that it? I don't think that's it. Is going to look like this. When you're ready to move forward, I'll send you this thing in a software where you can do a digital signing down here at the bottom, and it'll be your name. It'll have the price, and then this is a different piece of property, but it'll have the APN number, this F number here. And basically, this is a document that says just a couple things. It's a one-page document that has your name and my name and the property and the price. And this is what we send to title to allow title to start doing their work. They take about 3 weeks, but with Thanksgiving, I would give them a month right now. So basically, once you sign, they have a month to finish their homework and do all of this, and then we'll close. You're going to pay them directly, which is the point of going through title, is that it's not you and me handing off cash in an alley somewhere. They have something called escrow, where I have the property, you have the money. They take both of them and then switch and then give them back to us. So it's all above board. The title company has an escrow officer, which is a legal, like, insurance position that underwrites all of this. And they'll do all the homework for us. So I think this answers all your questions, I think. Here's the property. I'm interested to get it sold, obviously, and I know you're interested to purchase, so here's one. And then if you want to go through it again, if you're really looking to buy, I've got the other one too. This one. And this one I'm really interested in selling because I told you I've got the survey company that goes out here, and the survey company puts the corners in, and they go out with a GPS machine to figure out the precise dot of where that corner is. So I just paid to have that all done. So I'm pretty excited to now go put this thing on the market and get it sold. This is, I guess it's a little bit bigger. This is, it says it's in Plano. It's not. This is farther down south. 0 Buckeye Lane here. So Trinity, Texas, north of Houston, between Houston and Dallas here, and outside of College Station. But this one's cool. It's up in the, this is east of Hill Country, but it's in the woods here. And then you've got the road access on the front, road access here on the front. And this is what I was saying. There's a neighbor across the street from this one. But if you're looking to pick up two or whatever, we can talk about a price negotiation. If you want to do like a 2-for-1 special, we can figure this one out too. But it's going to be the same process of, not all that. Be the same process. We'll go through all this. I'll explain it all. That one's not in a flood zone. That one's flat. That one's buildable. I think it's got less utilities. I don't think it has. I think it does have water running to it. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, I got two, and then I've got another one down south of Houston too. But let's work on one at a time. Tell me what you think of this, and when you're ready to move forward, I will send you this thing on the DocuSign for you to sign it, and then we will get moving. Thanks, man.